Hello, please check out my disclaimer video down below. The link is provided for you. Now, I have been very busy lately, especially with college, with friends, and things that God has me doing out in the community and whatnot, and I haven't been making YouTube videos. So, there are some videos that God has instructed me to do, but I haven't gotten around to it, and I'm gonna get around to it this weekend and the early upcoming weekdays. So right now, I want to leave you guys with this Angel View 9 video. So this is an interesting story, okay? So I was in heaven, and when I go to heaven, I usually appear in the throne room. And I saw God, and he was just sitting down with his feet up, eating some popcorn on the throne. And then Jesus, right in front of him, was digging through some boxes. And the boxes were in front of like this big old chalkboard. What's it, a whiteboard? Anyway, he was digging through some boxes. So he's been over looking through the boxes. And I was like, hey. And then he's like, turned around and said, hey. And then I saw in his hand, he had some old gadgets. Like, I can't even explain to you what they were because I don't even know, but some weird looking old gadgets. And I was like, okay. So then he was carrying this big chunk of gold. And this was one of the other old gadgets. And this gold was in the shape of a triangle. And it was like this thick. And he gave it to me. He said, hold this. I'm like, why? What is it? And he said, hold it. And I was like, okay. So I held it. And like when I held it, it started cracking open like an egg. Like a bird coming out of an egg or something. Like it just started breaking open. This light shone from in it, you know? And this hand popped out of it. It was like an angelic hand. And so what he imparted to me at that moment was that this little thing was a room. It's like a room, like a room of hell for a particular angel that was in it. And this particular angel that was in it was trying to reach out for help. You know what I mean? By putting his hand out of this dungeon thing. And I was like, oh wow, cool. And then Jesus then did something, and he kind of motioned his hand, and this gold triangle thing closed with it. And the angelic, as it was closing, the angelic hand just kind of went down in it. And I was like, oh wow. And then Jesus kind of took it from me, and he was like, isn't that cool? And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then he put it back in the box. Yeah, and I didn't really ask questions about that particular angel, to have Jesus do that to it. But I know that angel has been around ever since Satan was Lucifer in heaven, and he did something very terrible, and he's been in that since, well, for millenniums. Yeah, so that's the Angel View story, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. After you put it back in the box, let me just give you some kind of extra info. He was writing on this blackboard, and then God was pointing and telling him to move this from that place, and this from that place, another place from that, and etc. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.